Okay, so yeah, as I said, welcome to this session. Hope you can see my screens. So in this assignment discussion, we will talk about what is required from you for this assignment. Again, I hope you can see my screen. Any questions in between, please let me know. So this session is based on the two learning outcomes that you had covered, the first and the second. We will go through it very briefly. So this is the unit that is titled The Brief History of Health and Medicine. So when you go through your assignment discussion, this is the assignment brief that you will have on your Moodle page. Okay, and then when you open it up, it's on a Word document already. It might be on a Word or WPS also. So any of these is acceptable. Please refrain from doing it on any other like PowerPoint or a Word pad, etc. So it should be done on Microsoft Office Word or on WPS. So here you write your student name, the center, which is UKversity. I will be your tutor. This will be the unit's name. Your subject is health studies, the unit code, the assignment title. So this word count should be around up to 2000 words. Okay. And this has the grading standards. This will be mentioned over there already. So what you have to do is write your student name, the center, and the tutor name. So I'll go one by one with you. So this is the date, and this is when we start it. And the due date for this I will be sharing with you, and you will mention the date that you submitted your assignment. Okay, and this is the student declaration that you have to go through. This is the declaration that is there on the document. So you have to confirm that this assignment is all your own work. All the contributions that have been taken from other readings and research have been referenced accurately, which is Harvard referencing. Any direct quotations taken from other reading and research have been acknowledged and attributed accurately. You have attached a bibliography listing all sources used in producing this assignment. You have added the word count below. So the word count should be mentioned. Unless specified otherwise, the word count indicated above is acceptable. That is 2000 words. You have read and understood the Ascentis document entitled Policies and Procedures for Dealing with Malpractice. You should be seeing that on your Moodle page, and you understand the consequences of non-compliance with this document. So this is going to be completed by you on submission, and you confirm the declaration that I just mentioned, the points of the declaration. So this will be your student signature, your word count, and this all it has to be completed by ourselves. Okay. Now I will start the assignment brief. So this assignment is divided into two sections. We will talk about each section individually. Section 1 will require you to create a timeline. Okay, so when you have a timeline, you give different dates when what happened. And this will document the history of health and medicine within the United Kingdom and will address the criteria which you had and your learning outcome 1 and 2, which was 1.4, 2.1, and 2.2. Section 2 will require you to produce a formal academic report. Section 2 will address criteria 1.1, 1.2, 1.3, and 2.3. Okay, again, if you have any questions regarding any of this discussion that we are doing, please feel free to ask. Okay. So section 1 is about creating a timeline, which I mentioned, and this documents the history of health and medicine and explores the key developments. This timeline can be either produced on Microsoft Office Word or MS PowerPoint. Okay. So when you're doing the declaration that we mentioned, this will be on the document that has been provided to you. Okay. So this all will be filled in the document that is there on your Moodle website. However, this section 1, it's up to you whether you want to do it on MS Word or MS PowerPoint. What you should include in your timeline is these following things. So the first point is examples who contributed to medicine, modern medicine, and annotations to explain their contributions. A date and an explanation of Louis Pasteur's germ theory of disease, and then the details and dates of the creation of a range of medical machines and an explanation as to how these contributed to contemporary medicine. This should be around 500 words. Okay. 10% above or below 5%, 500 words is acceptable. Okay, so I hope that's clear. So these 3 points can be covered in your section 1. Okay, where you're giving a history. So it will be a timeline where you can give bullet points according to whatever you are covering. Section 2 is to create a formal academic report, which is titled, How Did We Get Here? The Rise of Modern Medicine. Okay, this should be your title, your main title. You should ensure that you include the following information where you're covering all these points. A brief analysis of the history of dissection and how this has contributed to current dissection practices. Identify key laboratory-made medicines created in early medicine and analyze their importance. A summary of attitudes towards health and medicine. These range from the patient who knows best approach in early modern medicine. And the fourth point is an analysis of how the information in your timeline has contributed to the doctor knows best attitudes towards health. So some of these points have been just mentioned in your PowerPoints earlier, the sessions that were mentioned earlier. However, you were given reading documents on your Moodle website. So just refer to them. If you don't find the PowerPoint presentation, that if it doesn't have all the details, it should be there in the documents that have been referenced for you. So you should create subheadings based on the information you are required to include, and this should be done on a Word document because it is an academic report. Okay, so it should be 1,500 words. So 1,500 plus 500 is 2,000. I hope that is clear. Are there any questions on this point, up to this point? Take your silence as a no. So I'm proceeding now. So what should you be able to do? I'm just going through a brief overview of what we've done already. So this is an first learning outcome was to understand the concept of healthcare in the 18th and the 19th century. Here we summarized the patient knows best approach to medical treatment in the 18th and the 19th century. We explained in detail how dissection led to the practices now used in modern medicine. We evaluated the importance of the rise in laboratory medicine in hospitals, and we clarified what is meant by germ theory. Okay, and then we'll see whether this criteria was achieved in these submissions or not. The next learning outcome that we covered was understanding the changes in medicine that brought about today's concept of doctors know best approach. Here we summarize the way in which key individuals contributed to modern medicine, explained in detail how the invention of key medical implements and machines advanced medicine, and analyzed how the advances discussed in criteria 1.2 through 2.2 moved medicine from the domain of the patient to the domain of the doctor. So a bit about how we assess you, okay? So when we assess you, we see your knowledge and understanding, and we have particular standards against what we assess. We see your subject-specific skills, we see some transferable skills, and we see the overall unit grade. Okay, that is how we see. So you should be displaying good knowledge and understanding, the subject specific skills. So whatever you have learned, you need to mention those transferable skills, and then we determine your overall grade. Now, the submission deadline for this assignment, because we've done it, we've discussed the assignment today. So this gives you 2 weeks for submitting your assignment. I'll mention where you have to submit your assignment as well. So this should be till the 6th September 2025. I'm stopping sharing here. So this is learner work at ukversity.co.uk. I've sent it in the chat. So this is where you need to submit your assignment. As I mentioned, the first learning outcome can be submitted in a Word document or a PowerPoint document. The second learning outcome, or the second part of the assignment, the section 2, should be submitted ideally on MS Word. If not possible, then in WPS. Any questions so far? Are there questions? No? So have a read of have a look at this assignment discussion session. This session will be uploaded to your Moodle website, and have a look at it again before completing the assignment. So there are 2 learning outcomes that we discussed, and 2 parts or 2 sections of the assignment discussion of the assignment itself. And the first is based on a timeline. The second is based on a report that you have to produce, an academic report. So I hope that is clear. If you have any questions, please reach out at the same email address that I've mentioned to you. Okay, that's it from my side.
Okay.
Is that fine?
Yes.